All right. Hey, everyone. Miss you guys. Been a minute. Today we are starting on our first lesson of online learning, order of operations. As a reminder from the beginning, 1, you should have your notebook or paper out and ready to go. Number 2, if you have questions, I will be available on our Google Hangout starting at 11:15 till 11:45 today. Today is Monday. Let's get started. On your computer, you should have, or on your tablet, or on your phone, you should have today's lesson opened up. I have mine open up on my computer so we can look at exactly the same thing. Now, the directions on your PDN say, watch the video as you complete this page so you know what to do. You've already started that. Well done. First question says, what has the school closure been like for you? You can type your answer below. Why don't you go ahead and click below that and start typing your answer. My school closure. As you're going, if you need time to write your answer to work out your work, you should press pause. So right now, press pause and answer question 1. When you're done with question 1, you can unpause. Okay, moving on to question 2. Welcome back to those of you who paused. Question 2 gives you 4 problems to do for your PDN. The way that you should do that is on your notebook paper. The first thing that you should write is, what are we working on right now? We're working on the P. Pen doesn't work. P, D, N. I should be using a pencil in math anyways. P, D, N. This is for Monday. On the computer, it says that for number 2, the first question is 3 to the 3rd power. To work that out, I'm going to write 3 times 3 times 3. To show my work, I might say 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 equals 27. My final answer is 27. Once I've worked it out on the paper, I'm going to come back to my computer screen and I'm going to type in my answer, which is 27. At this point, what you should do is you should write these problems down on your piece of paper. Next one is 2 to the 5th power. The one after that is 8 to the 2nd power. The one after that is 5 to the 4th power. Remember, be very, very careful as you're writing down the problems because you don't want to write down the wrong problem and then end up getting it wrong. What you should do right now is pause your video, solve these on your piece of paper, and then unpause when you're ready to check your answers. Go ahead and hit pause now to solve your questions. Hey, you're back. Okay, let's check our answers. For the first one, you should have said 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. The answer is not 10. No! Why would we say 10? It's not 2 times 5, it's 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16. Times 2 is 32. Your second answer should be 32. Make sure that on your computer you have written 32. Really no excuse to get the PDN wrong now. Third one. 8 times 8. Our answer is not 16. What's the answer? Good, I hope you just yelled at your computer that your answer was 64. Finally, 5 times 4, 5 to the 4th power is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. This one might take a little bit of extra work. 5 times 5 is 25 times 5 times 5. 25 times 5 is 125 times 5. You might have to come over to the side and do 125 times 5. 5 carry 2. 2 carry the 1. 625. So your final answer is 625. Not only should you have written that on your piece of paper, but you should have come on over to your computer and you should have written an answer of 5 to the 4th equals 625. We'll do this for all of our PDNs every day as we go through. I'll give you the first few questions. You'll answer them on the computer and on your piece of paper, and then we'll be ready to go to start with the lesson. For this week, we're going to be reviewing material. Yay, review! We're going to start with order of operations. These are your notes on your computer. We're going to read through them together. Remember that for order of operations, we always follow the same steps. PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. Why did I put multiplication and division on the same line? Because they're the same step. Why did I put addition and subtraction on the line? Because they're the same step. When we get both those problems, we always solve from left to right, whichever comes first. Same with addition and subtraction. Okay? We're going to work through some examples together, and then you're going to try some on your own. Our first example is 4 plus 2 to the second power times 2. On my paper, I'm going to write examples. And I'm going to very, very carefully copy down example number 1. Example number 1, again, I'm double checking because I don't want to make a mistake copying it down. 4 plus 2 to the second power dot 2. As I go through my order of operations, first step is P, parentheses. Okay, 4 plus 2 is 6 to the second power. Notice I'm bringing my exponent down with the 6. Dot 2. Solved all parentheses. The next step is exponents. Okay, 6 to the second power is 12. No, it's not. Who would say that 6 to the second power is 12? No one, except Ariane. Everyone else would say 6 to the second power is 36. 36 times 2. That dot, remember, means times. We're not in 5th grade anymore. We know what that dot means. 36 times 2 is 72. Once I have my final answer on my paper, I would go to my computer screen, or my tablet screen, or my phone screen, and type in 72. Okay, let's try the second one together. Question number 2 says, and I'm going to copy it down exactly like it says on the computer. On the computer, it says, let's get this camera set up. 4 plus 9 to the second power divided by 3 times 2 minus 2. As I work through my order of operations, first step is parentheses. I don't see any parentheses here, so I'm going to move on to the E. E is exponent, so I'm first going to solve the 9 squared. 9 squared is 81. I'm going to write down the rest of the problem. I have now solved all my parentheses, all my exponents. I am on M and D, which is multiplication and division. In this problem, I have both multiplication and division. I have to ask myself which one I should do first. Multiplication and division are the same step, so I'm going to do the one that comes first. 81 divided by 3. 81 divided by 3 is 27. If I wasn't sure about that, I would come over to the side and do some scratch work. 81 divided by 3 goes in 2 times, subtract, bring down my 1, 3 goes into 21 7 times, 7 times 3 is 21. I have the answer of 27. Next, I'm going to bring back down the rest of the problem exactly how it's written. 4 plus 27 times 2 minus 2. Okay, I have 3 operations left, plus, multiply, and subtract. Mistake that most of us made the first time that we did this is once we followed the order of operations for the first few steps, we forgot about them. And we just did 4 plus 27 first. We can't do that because multiplication comes before addition. So I'm going to solve the multiplication problem next. 27 times 2 is 54. Bring down plus 4, bring down minus 2. Again, addition and subtraction are the same step, so I'll start with the one that goes first. 4 plus 54 is 58 minus 2, and I have a final answer of 56. Once I get my final answer on my piece of paper, I want to come on over to my computer and type in my final answer of 56. Excellent. Go ahead and scroll down to where your directions are. Directions, watch the video. You're already doing that. Pause the video before solving. We'll talk about that in a second. Write these problems down on your notebook paper and solve. Enter your final answer on this document. Then watch the video to check your work. Remember, you should be checking to make sure you followed the same steps as me, that your work looks like mine, and that we came up with the same answer. So, question number 1 is 5 plus 17 minus 10 to the second power divided by 5. I would say practice 1. And I'm going to rewrite the problem. Number 1, 5 plus 17 minus 10 squared divided by 5. I'm going to solve this following order of operations, and then I'm going to put the answer on my computer. In just a second, you're going to pause this video. You're going to write down all of your practice problems, the first 5, on your sheet of paper. You're going to solve them on your sheet of paper. Then you'll unpause the video to check your work. Go ahead and pause the video now. Welcome back. Maybe you can hear Elizabeth in the background. She's having a tough time. She's making cookies with her mama, but she's not really allowed to eat those cookies. This is what happens when we're in social isolation. Okay, number 1. First thing I would do is exponent. 10 squared is 100. Write down the rest of my problem. Addition, subtraction, division. I'm going to do division first. 100 divided by 5 is 20. Addition and subtraction, I'm going to go left to right. The addition comes first, so I do it first. 22 minus 20 with a final answer of 2. Make sure not only do you have 2 on this sheet of paper, that you've come over to your computer and you've written your final answer of 2. Number 2. And because I have extra room, I'm going to organize my page where I'm just going to put number 2 on the right side of the paper. Number 2 said, parentheses 12 minus 8, end parentheses, to the 3rd power, minus 24, plus 3. First thing that I'm going to solve in this problem is the parentheses. 12 minus 8 is 4. This exponent 3 has to come down with the 4. Minus 24 plus 3. Elizabeth's really struggling with these cookies right now, but hopefully you're not struggling with your order of operations. 4 to the 3rd power is not 12. It's 4 times 4, which is 16, times 4, which is 64. Minus 24 plus 3. 64 minus 24 leaves us 40, plus 3, with a final answer of 43. Make sure that you've written 43 on your computer as well as on your paper. Number 3. Number 3 says 12 plus 21 divided by 3 plus 2 to the 5th power times 0. Okay, whole lot of operations right here. No parentheses, so I'm skipping the P. I'm down to the E. E is exponent, so I'm going to do 2 to the 5th. 2 to the 5th. I could work it out again, but I'm pretty sure if I look back at my notes, hey, I already did 2 to the 5th on my notes. I already found out that it was 32. That was on the PDN, so I'm just going to copy it down here and write down the rest of the problem exactly like it's written. Next, I have addition, division, addition, multiplication. My next step after I've done parentheses and exponents is division and multiplication. Division comes first, so I'll do the division first. I'm left with addition, addition, multiplication. Multiplication comes first. 32 times 0 is 0, plus 7, plus 12. 12 plus 7 is 19, plus 0 is 19. Make sure you've written that on your computer as well. Moving on to number 4. Number 4 says 7 to the 2nd power minus 3 to the 2nd power plus 4. Got to start with exponents. Which exponent should I do first? I should do the one that comes first. 49 minus 3 squared plus 4. Mr. Maginot, is it okay if I skipped a step and wrote 49 minus 9? No, it's not okay. We don't skip steps. You only have 5 problems. Why are you skipping steps? 49 minus 9 plus 4. 49 minus 9 is 40. Plus 4 gives us a final answer of 44. Make sure you've written it on the computer as well as on your piece of paper. Number 5. Oh, there goes the camera. Let's try that again. Number 5. I don't actually know how to pause this either, so we're just going to go with it. Number 5. 12 times parentheses 3 plus 2 to the 2nd power divided by 2 minus 10. Parentheses first. 3 plus 2 is 5. Bring down the 2 to go with the 5 times 12 divided by 2 minus 10. Exponent first. 5 to the 2nd power is 25 times 12 divided by 2 minus 10. Now, I have multiplication, I have division, I have subtraction. Of those, which one am I going to do first? Don't call out, but you're exactly right. It's 12 times 25. 12 times 25. 12 times 25 is 300. divided by 2 minus 10. 300 divided by 2 is 150 minus 10, which gives us a final answer of 140. Make sure you've written it both on your page and on your computer. Great job so far. All right. What's that? Extra credit alert. Okay. Every single day on these videos, I'm going to give you a chance to get extra credit. Here are your rules for extra credit. Extra credit can only be submitted to me between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. on the day that the assignment is due. So today is Monday. Between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. today, you can send me a text with your third most used emoji. If you text me your third most used emoji between 10 and 2 today, I will give you an extra credit point because that shows me you're going through the video. I will also text you back how it has changed your grades. So between 10 and 2 today, send me your third most used emoji. Okay, we're back. We're now on practice set 2. We're going to follow the same exact steps for practice set 2. At this point, you should write these questions down on your piece of paper. You should pause this video. You should solve them, and then once you're done, you should come back and check your answers. Go ahead and pause your video now. Welcome back. I don't know how many... This camera is not working for me. I don't know how many texts I've gotten so far, but I will let you know when I get yours of how it has helped your grade. Number 1, 6 plus 3 to the third power divided by 9. Exponents first. 6 plus 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27 divided by 9. 27 divided by 9 is 3 plus 6. You get the answer of 9. Notice I did the division before the addition. Number 2, I'm coming to the side and writing it because I still have room. I don't want to waste paper. Resources are scarce right now. 10 plus 6 to the second power times 2 divided by 9. Exponents first. 36 plus 10 times 2 divided by 9. Okay, I have multiplication and division. I have to decide which one comes first. I know that I'm going to do the one that comes first, which is multiplication in this problem, because it comes before the division in the problem. 36 times 2 is 72. Write out the rest of the problem. 72 divided by 9 is 8 plus 10. Final answer of 18. Make sure that you have written it on the computer as well. Number 3, 6 to the second power minus parentheses 2 to the third power plus 5. I'm going to start with my parentheses. Inside the parentheses, I have 2 choices. I can either do the exponents or I can do the addition. I know that in order of operations, exponents always come first. 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, plus 5. What am I missing when I do this? Again, don't call out, but you're exactly right. I need my parentheses. 8 plus 5. That tells me that I'm going to do 8 plus 5 first, which is 13. Now I can get rid of the parentheses because I've solved everything inside. I'm still left with the decision of either exponents or subtraction. Should be a pretty easy one for us because, of course, we can't do 6 minus 13. So 6 to the second power is 36 minus 13 gives me a final answer of 23. Moving on to number 4. Number 4 says 16 plus 18 divided by 9 plus 3 to the 4th. Okay, what should I do first? Exponents, 3 to the 4th. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. Writing around the rest of the problem. What should I do first? Oh, addition, division first. 16 plus 18 divided by 9 is 2, plus 81. Now I just have addition left. Addition order doesn't matter. I can go in any direction I want. 16 plus 2 is 18, plus 81 is... what is it? It's 99. Excellent. Okay, final one. Number 5. 6 to the second power plus 18 minus 14, parentheses, squared. What am I going to do first? Parentheses, 18 minus 14 is 4 to the second power plus 6 to the second power. Do the exponent that comes first. 6 to the second power is 36 plus 4 squared. 36 plus 16 is 52 with a final answer of 52. Make sure that you have also written your final answers on your computer screen. At this point, you should have checked your work and you should have them all right because this is review. If there are questions that you have wrong, before you do your exit ticket, you should dial in between 11:15 and 11:45. We have our office hours. You should join the Google Hangout and ask me questions so that you're ready to go on your exit ticket and you don't get them wrong. On your computer, if you scroll down, you now have your exit ticket. You're going to show your work on your piece of paper just like we've been doing. Then you need to enter your final answer right here. Make sure you put your final answer on your Google Doc so that I can evaluate whether you have it right or wrong. When you finish your exit ticket, you have a choice to call into our office hours, or if you know this and you don't need any help, you can log on to Khan Academy and you have been assigned 5 assignments for this week. I'm suggesting that you do 1 assignment for today. So for today, you should do the first one assigned to you, which is exponents. It says basic in parentheses when you log on. Do that one today, and then tomorrow you can move on to your other assignments. If you have questions, you know you can text me, 847-769-4731. That is the end of today's lesson. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I miss most of you. I bet you can guess which ones I don't miss. Ariane. Otherwise, I miss you all a lot, and I can't wait to see you again soon. We'll talk again tomorrow for your next lesson tomorrow. Take care.